D'Angelo Russell's Lakers reunion got cut short due to an ankle injury. His first time playing in 6 games. Can he regain the chemistry that he teased with Anthony Davis and the Lakers as they host the Toronto Raptors? First quarter, Raptors trying to rebound after a bad loss to the Clippers. It's Scotty Barnes inside, OG Anunoby outside. Speaking of outside, not known for that shot is Jared Vanderbilt knocking in the 3. Anthony Davis is for sure known for getting buckets inside, and he does just that. In the second quarter, look at this fake from D-Lo, making his presence known, and he wasn't alone. How about Rui Hachimura? Somehow, some way for his team, Hachimura made a play at the half. It's the Lakers up 70-62. Third quarter, things get interesting. How about Scotty Barnes putting in work? Couple buckets to go. He got some help from OG Anunoby. A 14-point third quarter for the OG. He had 31 in the game. Lakers will respond in the fourth. They call on their guards. First things first, it's Austin Reeves. And then Dennis Schroeder giving the Lakers the lead again. How about the hustle? It'll end up in the hands of D-Lo, who doesn't have to think about it for long. Another three-pointer for Russell. He's not done either. Reeves first, though, attacking the rim with some ferocity. How about these Lakers guards leading them to the finish line? It's Schroeder lining it up and knocking it down. Reeves had 18 points. Schroeder had 23.7 assists. Raptors trying to hang around. Anunoby had the big third. Barnes had the big 4, 14 points in the frame, 32 in the game. But it's not going to be enough because D-Lo said so. Russell, another pull-up three-pointer. And then Russell again, 28 points, 9 assists. He's back. Lakers continue to win. They beat the Raptors 122-112. Man, we got to give some credit to the 3 guys that are currently playing point guard for the Los Angeles Lakers. Austin Reeves was playing point mostly before the Lakers got D'Angelo Russell with that second unit. Now he knows how to be a playmaker, though. You know, the Lakers have gotten rid of some of those vet voices that were just all in Austin Reeves' face, telling him all the wrong stuff. They've allowed Reeves to cook this year, and he is becoming a pretty darn good playmaker. He has some spots in this game that helped the Lakers a lot. D'Angelo Russell had the game of his life. Welcome to L.A., D-Lo. He was spectacular in spots for the Lakers. He really struggled in that third quarter, but got his steam back, got his momentum back in the fourth. That's the thing with D-Lo. His highs are really high, and his lows are really low. That's been his thing his entire career. But he's been great. Now the Lakers like, yo, we got him back healthy for this final 15, 16-game stretch. And I want to give one other point guard a shout-out. And I hadn't brought him up really much of all over the last month, but don't think I've forgotten one bit about how important he's been. Look, if I had to give the game ball for the entire Lakers season so far, I'm not giving it to Anthony Davis. You know, he has his injuries. He's been great as of late, but he's had his injuries, and I expect greatness from Anthony Davis. I'm not giving it to LeBron James. He's had his injuries like AD and also still been great. LeBron's expectation is greatness his entire career. Not giving it to LeBron. My game ball for this season is going to the other point guard in L.A., Dennis Schroeder. How about the job this man has done? Yo, let's put this in perspective, right? I brought him up before, but I want to bring him up again. Think about what Dennis Schroeder has had to do and had to be for this Lakers team this year. Okay, Russell Westbrook comes into the year really not wanting to give his spot up. Keep in mind, Dennis Schroeder was late getting to the Lakers this year. They signed him late, and he was late getting to the Lakers. So Russ, a guy who's got the ego out of this world, right? You got to not only convince him to come off the bench, but let's be real. In practice, Russ is probably going at Schroeder. I don't know that, but just knowing how Russ is, he's probably a fantastic one-on-one player still to this day. So Dennis has had to withstand the Russell Westbrook stuff, not to mention he probably had a $64 million contract with this same team a few years ago, reportedly played it out, lost that deal. Lakers let him go. He goes to a few teams, including the Celtics and the Rockets. doesn't look like his old self, never gets that big bag again, humbles himself, comes back to LA, again, ends up getting the starting point guard spot, and one of his close friends, and Anthony Davis, goes in and out of the lineup. LeBron goes in and out of the lineup. He's got to be the guy to be the point guard in the midst of LeBron chasing Kareem. Okay, then the Lakers go get D'Angelo Russell. So then Schroeder goes to the bench. Russell gets hurt in the first couple games. Schroeder goes back into the starting lineup. Now D'Lo's back, which means Schroeder goes back to the bench as the backup point guard once again. This man's role has changed so many times this year, and he ain't complained one time publicly. The man's just going out there and making plays. And he's done that many games. By the way, the Lakers closer, a lot of these games that they've been winning of late, it's been Anthony Davis on the defensive end, sometimes on the offensive end. But more times than not, it's either been Austin Reeves or Dennis Schroeder. That man deserves a lot of credit. Welcome to LA again, D'Angelo Russell. Oh, man, the Lakers are now the 9th seed out west. I watched this game from start to finish like I do every Laker game. So if you watch this game from start to finish, please tell me what you thought of that third quarter. It's one of the worst third quarters I've seen from the Lakers in quite some time. Nothing about it made sense. It felt like they were throwing the game. It felt like FanDuel had called the Lakers at halftime and said, yo, we need y'all to throw this game. All right, we got the Raptors. It just felt ridiculous. That game made absolutely no sense in the third quarter. Other than that third quarter, the Lakers looked phenomenal against the Raptors, and now they put themselves in a position. After tomorrow night, the Lakers are off tomorrow, but a couple teams right around them do play. The Warriors play the Bucks. I think the Clippers play the Knicks tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken as well. By the end of the night tomorrow, I think the Mavs are in Memphis to take on the Grizzlies without Luka and most likely without Kyrie. By the end of tomorrow night, the Lakers can be the 8th seed in the Western Conference. And that just sounds unreal. But if you're actually watching this team, you know how real it is, because this is a good team awaiting the arrival of the king to come back and potentially make a run at this thing. Lakers beat the Raptors.